Welcome back, Kevin's Mobile Repair. We're doing a review on a KingBolen S handheld scanner. So I've got this, and I've got one other I want to do a review on as well. This one's more of a handheld touchscreen. It works out well. It does what it needs to do. This one, you can hook up for the Wi-Fi for it, and it'll help out with some diagnostic troubleshooting type items, but the other one does the same. So quick little review. Shows your time, shows your battery, which is awesome. Quick little battery check. This is an internal power supply. You can run off the OBD2 side or charge it up and it runs on its own. So it does not require you to be hooked up to a power supply in order for it to run, which is good and bad. Edit. So we're gonna just hook this up to my vehicle, and we're gonna do quick. Does a little auto search. It'll find the VIN for you. Let's see right there. Hook up to Wi-Fi. If you have Wi-Fi, it will help with some different diagnostic stuff. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, this will also try and update the software for the specific car that you're using at the same time if you're hooked up to Wi-Fi or hotspot for your cell phone. This does have quite a lot of capabilities for this type of scanner. This one is about 250 bucks. I believe they got some discounts on it now, like a $50 off type of discount. So, but you can get it for about $200, which is about the going rate for a lot of scanners nowadays that have this type of technology. I don't think this thing's going to be get into every single thing, but it should be able to get into a large quantity of items. So we're going to let this scan, and I'll just fast forward the video for this part. All right, so we got back. We got 2 codes and 2 different computers. They're showing all the other computers that this vehicle has. green check mark obviously means no problems. So I know what both of these are already, but we'll go into the IPM, which is the front fuse box for short. So module information, module codes, clear fault, read data stream. So we'll read fault codes and washer output signal open, which I already knew. My windshield washer fluid doesn't spray, so which is a fuse box itself kind of problem, so I'll eventually fix that. But you can go clear it, it'll come right back. So see, we got as far as data stream. So like most other scanners, you're gonna have to pick what you want to see. This kind of stuff is great for diagnostic. If you want to see whether or not the computer that sees the input and can do the output is doing its job, this type of a scanner will do most of that. You can't control the computer like on the higher end scanners, but you can at least see whether or not it is actually receiving the input from said switch that you're asking it to do. Like, let's see, we'll do a quick one. Front wiper relay. All right. Okay. So right now the wipers are off. I'm going to turn the wiper on. See? So with that type of a quick setup, I basically determined that the wiper switch is working. The wire is going from the switch to the controller, which in this case would be front control module. All of that is working correctly. Now, whether or not, if you had a motor problem, this would still determine that the switch is good, the IPM information to it is good. Now, whether or not the controller, which is in this case the IPM, is telling the wiper motor to work, that you have to go figure out the old style way. Hook up a voltmeter, test light, whatever like that. Or you can jump power directly to the motor and make it work. And that would determine right there that you have a wire problem or an IPM problem on the control side. Higher end scanners will be able to go into the controller and do the same thing, but you'll have different switches where you can actually turn it on. This one is more of just the reading instead of the able to control the stuff, which is perfectly fine because most people don't need that kind of information anyways, unless they're actually a professional and diagnose a lot of their different cars. This is good for what it does for the typical DIYer. Body computer has a code in there because I have an aftermarket radio, because it can't see, the body computer can't see the radio and talk to the radio, which that's why that code is on there. But same thing, PCM, engine computer, transmission, ABS, airbag, HVAC, OMC, OCM, which is the occupant classification module, determines whether or not I got a kid or a small woman in the seat, or a man. That's what that little thing is. Those are side airbag type stuff. This is key. So this thing can scan just about anything out there. Do make sure that you, when you first get the thing, just like you do with your phone, what do? You automatically go and update it. Same thing. You'll have to go download all the software for whatever cars that you want to use, or all of them. This thing has a pretty stout memory, so it can hold all of that without a big issue. This is the S800 model. I believe it's got like 64 gigs. I can't remember, but you can always look that up if you ever decide to want to get one. But that is the review for this. It does work well. It's good for a DIYer. It's just not a typical scan tool that you'll get at Advanced Auto, AutoZone, O'Reilly's. Those are code readers. Those don't tell you anything but what the light is on. This you can actually use to diagnose and find out more problematic stuff. If you're a serious DIYer and you don't want to pay someone to do something, this will kind of narrow it down in that area of what you're looking for. But any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know.